Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. On the run, it's McClure. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Hill. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back up.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief. First drive and you force a turnover, this team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they needed.
Martin back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat. on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Finds some time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Running inside, it's McClure. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Look out, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. This time he wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Martin will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's McClain. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Dumps it off in the flats. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like, knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Greenway! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Martin back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Some misdirection with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Martin will throw it. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's McClure. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS.
Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get... Oh, he's got some space.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Fresno State 2, Tulane 14.
Good concentration to get that squiver inside the 15. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you are sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Martin back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles. And
might have a chance. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They feed him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and through.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClure. Snowed under by the defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pearson Heat got a man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking for room. It's McClure. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. He wants to change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Green Wave facing second down as we start the fourth. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting to...
There's a crease. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Let's go. Dad. Flag, 88. Flag. Straight on the end.
Give to the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Martin will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter.